Happy Monday. So this is what I'm having for breakfast today. I'm having half a banana, turkey sausage, one of my Carb Master yogurts with some raspberries in there, 100% whole wheat toast with like the Great Value Vegetable Garden cream cheese spread. So this is what I'm having, and it's a total of 32 carbs. So for my morning snack, I'm having a mini Slim Jim with 5 crackers and a Laughing Cow wedge. This is 15 grams of carbs, and I'm having this while I'm working on my testing and paperwork for the company that I'll be working for to be my son's CNA. So they're the ones who I decided to go with them. I had another option to go to another company that was paying a little bit more, but they're newer and I don't have enough information where I feel comfortable with switching over to them. And the company that I'm in right now, they have a great reputation, and I've talked to several parents who work with them. So I'm gonna stick with this company, and if it don't work out, then I know I have other options too. So for lunch today, I'm having 2 bean tostadas. The beans is leftovers from Justice Party. I made a big old pot of pinto beans, and I froze some of it in like small portion bags of 1 cup. So I have half a cup here, and I saved the rest in the fridge for later. And I refried it in a little bit of olive oil, or not olive oil, coconut oil, just a little bit. You can also just use plain water to kind of like help it refry and keep it from drying out if you don't want to use any oil. So I spread this on tostadas and sprinkle a little bit of cheese. I did put like some habanero hot sauce on there and some Tabasco hot sauce because I like spicy. And then some romaine lettuce that was also, or not romaine, iceberg lettuce that was left over from Justice Party. Tomato and onions also left over from his party. And then these veggies left over from his veggie tray that we had at his party. So total, this was 42. This is 42 carbs, or grams of carbs. So this is what I'm having for lunch, and if I don't show anything for dinner, it's because I had the exact same thing for dinner. But I might switch it out for dinner. For my evening snack, I'm having popcorn. It is the Skinny Pop, 3.5 cups. Is 15 grams of carbs. So this is my snack. So this is what I ended up making for dinner. It is shrimp fried rice, basically. I had leftover jasmine brown rice in the fridge from Justice Party. I had made just a little bit of brown rice for myself because I couldn't eat my Spanish rice that I normally would eat. So I was trying to be really good, and I made myself my own brown rice, which left me with leftovers. So all I did was dice up a whole zucchini, cooked in a little bit of coconut oil, added 2 green onions, some leftover onions that I had, diced up onions. I had some diced up onions, so I threw that in there. Then I cooked 2 to 3 egg whites from the egg white carton that I have. And then I added my shrimp. Once I got the egg all cooked and scrambled, I added my shrimp, and I added my already cooked rice, and then I just added a little bit of soy sauce, and that's it. And it tastes really good. I know it don't look really good on here, but it tastes really good. So I made some for me and Justice, since Dustin is at school, or he's at work right now. So this is my snack right before bed. I like to have a snack right before bed because it lowers my sugar in the morning. I did not know about this until I joined that Diabetic Living and Recipes Facebook group, and this was highly suggested, and I tried it, and sure enough, my sugar lowered. And also, my sugar tends to drop at night while I sleep. Right now it's at 79, so I definitely don't want to fall asleep this low. 79 is pretty average, but for type 2 diabetic, I don't want to have the risk of falling lower while I'm sleeping, so I always have a snack, and I always keep like emergency snacks by my bed. Right now I have like my son's juice box and yeah, that's about it. So that way I can, like, if it drops, I can just drink that, and then I can come and get something to eat. But yeah, so when your sugar drops, you want to treat the low and then eat something. So that's what I do at night, because it does. I don't know why it drops at night. I think because I stay up later and it's a longer period from my dinner to before I go to bed, and so I just save my snack for right before I'm gonna go to bed, because I have had my snack before, but then I'll stay up later and then it's low and I can't go to sleep because it's so low. So I had to have another snack and then it kind of gets frustrating, having to eat so many snacks just to keep it up at night. Happy Tuesday. This is my breakfast for Tuesday. I started off making an oatmeal, and I tried to sweeten it with peanut butter instead of honey. It did not work out, so I did have to throw that away, and I hate wasting food, but I couldn't eat it. So I made a turkey, or like a turkey sausage egg scramble sandwich. I don't know. I just threw stuff in the pan. So I did like 3 cherry tomatoes, a big handful of spinach, some onion in there, like the turkey, 1 turkey link, I chopped it or diced it up and threw it in there, and then egg whites, and then a little bit of shredded cheese, and then toasted my bread, and then half a cup of mixed berries. So this is a total of this is 10, this is 22, 37, because I'm counting the veggies as like 5 grams of carbs. It could be less than that because they have very little bit, but I just it's just a guesstimate. So yeah, so 37 carbs for this meal. Justice and I just got back from a short walk. He got off the school bus, and I have been taking just a short walk around the neighborhood, about half a mile. That's about it every day. Well, since yesterday, not every day, just since yesterday. But I hope to keep that up. Like, as soon as he gets off, he's already in his kid cart, which is his like wheelchair stroller. So I already just throw my water bottle in there, and we just walk around the neighborhood, and he loves it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm getting my sunshine, which I need for my vitamin D, plus a little bit of exercise. So I'm just trying to squeeze in a little bit here and there, but this is just to start off with. So this is what I'm having for my morning snack. Normally I have my lunch about now, but I had a late breakfast, so I'm just having my snack now, and then I'll have my lunch while Justice is napping. So it's a Carb Master, which will only have 5 carbs for the yogurt, and then 2 tablespoons of granola. So total is 13 carbs for my morning snack. So this is what I'm having for lunch. I'm getting ready to head out to go to my school to go practice for my state boards. I am officially signed up to take my state boards, the written and clinical, or skills, on the 18th. So I need to practice. So here I just have 2 cups of spinach, fresh spinach, and then a mixture of blueberries and strawberries, 1 ounce of walnuts, a little bit of sprinkle of Parmesan cheese, 6 Triscuits, I think it's called, and with a Laughing Cow wedge, and then just drizzled with 2 tablespoons of mango vinaigrette. I can pronounce it, vinaigrette. So total carb-wise is 43 carbs, and it looks really yummy. So I have packed a Kind bar in my my bag that I carry all my diabetic stuff with me, because I have practice today for skills, and I didn't eat it there, so I'm gonna eat it now. And it has 15 carbs or 50 grams of carbs. And when you buy stuff like this, you want to make sure that it is 15 grams or lower, and that there's more fiber than there is sugar. So this one has, I think, even, I want to say it's even amount. Oh, this one has more fiber than sugar, just by 2. So fiber is 6 and sugar is 4. So even with dark chocolate, when you can have dark chocolate. It's actually pretty good for diabetics. You want to get, like, I think is, I want to say 80% or more, or 70% or more. I have to double check on that one. But it's the same thing. You want to either get the same amount of fiber and sugar, or more fiber than the sugar. So this is what I'm having for dinner. This is kale, 1 cup of kale, and chicken breast left over from lunch. When I had made my chicken breast, I had cut it in half, used half for my lunch and half for dinner. And then I just seasoned the kale with a little bit of salt, pepper, and a little bit of, like, lime or lemon seasoning. And the chicken is already seasoned with paprika, garlic, onion powder, and I added that to the kale. And then I have half a cup of the quinoa and brown rice, this thing that I have here. I used half a cup, and then leftover beans. So total, this is 40 grams of carbs. So happy Wednesday. Today I'm having cereal. I just wanted something quick and simple. So I'm having total whole grain cereal, just 1 serving of it, with 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk and half a banana, and then whole earth sweetener. And I like it because the ingredients were basic and not any chemicals. So that's what I'm having. And then I'm also having 1 boiled egg on the side, but it's still boiling on the stove. So total carbs for this meal is 42 grams of carbs. So excuse my noisy dishwasher, but this is what I'm having for my snack. It is 28 almonds, which is 6 grams of carbs. 1 of my Carb Masters yogurts, which has 5 carbs. And then a little bit, oh my god, I have something in my throat. Excuse me, sorry. And then some black blueberries just to round up to the 15 carbs total. This is what I'm having for my lunch. I am having a grilled cheese with some mixed vegetables from Justice Party. It's left over from a veggie tray, and this is the last of it. And then 1 cutie. So estimated carb count is around 40 to 45. Just because I don't know the carb count for this, and I kind of just stick to a 10. Even it may be less than that, or maybe about that, or just a little bit more. So this is what I'm having for lunch. So I just woke up from a nap, and I felt nauseous, and my sugar is at 67. So I'm going to have 1 of my Kind bars, which has 15 grams, 7 of dietary fiber, and I think 5 of sugar. Yep, see it there. And then 2 Slim Jims for just to have on the side. So this is what I'm having for dinner. We had to go to the mall because Dustin's phone got run over by a car on the interstate. So we went to the mall to get that repaired, or getting it repaired on Friday, hopefully. So I couldn't eat anything at the mall because there was a lot of like pizza, Chinese, like Japanese stuff. Like I couldn't eat a lot of that stuff because I didn't know the carb count for 1. And 2, a lot of the sauces have high in sugar. So I knew for sure I wouldn't be able to eat one of those. And then any of those places. And the only places that I had there that was maybe I was able to eat there was Subway. But I didn't have like the nutritional information with me in front of me. So I kind of already had looked at Chick-fil-A before. So I knew what I could get at Chick-fil-A. So we went to Chick-fil-A instead. So I got a side salad. It's a small side salad. And I'm using my own dressing. So this is 6 carbs. The grilled chicken nuggets instead of the fried one, and that's no carbs. And then the chicken noodle soup is 18 grams of carbs for the small. And I just got the small one. And then I got an unsweet tea, and I'm going to sweeten it with my own sweetener. And these I'm going to give to Justice because I'm not going to eat those. So total is 24 grams of carbs, which I need a minimum of 30. So I'm using my own cucumber ranch yogurt dressing. And this one has 3 grams of carbs for 2 tablespoons. I'm probably going to use 2 tablespoons. And then this sweetener has 2 grams of carbs. So that puts me at 29. So I am going to use these red bell peppers crisp. And that's 6 carbs on here. So that makes it 35 carbs total for my whole entire meal. So this is my snack before bed. It is 1 toast with this strawberry yogurt spread. Or it's a strawberry spread made with yogurt. And then 1 cup of almond milk, unsweetened. So this is 15 carbs total. Bread, spread, and the milk. Happy Thursday. So today I'm having half of a bagel with that yogurt spread, 1 boiled egg, half a cup of mixed berries, and 1 Carb Master yogurt. So total is 37 grams of carbs, and it's a big breakfast because we're going to the pool today. Justice has, he don't have school today because we're having a field trip, and since he's only in school for 3 hours, they just canceled school for everybody in his class, and everybody's going, the morning and afternoon class are going to the field trip to the pool. So this is my evening snack for today. I did not have one in the morning because we had a field trip, or Justice had a field trip at the pool. So we went to that instead, and we just had a breakfast, and so we were starting by the time we were done, and then he had an eye appointment right after, so I had to pick up lunch for us because we were swimming for 2 hours, and we were starving, and we knew he had his appointment right after, so we couldn't come back home and cook something and eat. So I hated doing that because that was eating out twice in a row, but we still had that school / babysitter / eating out budget set aside that we had put aside for the month of April. So that's what we use to eat out. And yeah, so I couldn't come home and eat. So as you saw, I had 2 fiery tacos from Taco Bell, which were 12 carbs per taco. And then instead of ground beef, I replaced it with chicken because it has 25 less calories than the ground beef does, and the ground beef looks greasy to me. But since they didn't have a side salad, I went to Burger King, which was close by, and just got the side salad and an ice water to have with it. And then Justice and I just parked in a parking lot, and I fed him there. And yep, we go order his glasses. So this is what I'm having for my snack. I don't know why I get off topic all the time, but anyways, this is my small clementine, my mini Babybel light cheese wheel, and 10 Ritz crackers. So total is 15 grams of carbs. So this is what I'm having for dinner. It is baked salmon. I might have overcooked it because I was scared it will come out raw or something. I don't know. I don't really cook with fish that much. And this is a really big piece, so I was scared I was going to be undercooked in the middle. So this is half of that piece, and is the maple honey smoked salmon, I believe it's called, and it's from Sam's Club, and it's diabetic friendly. At least that's what it says on the package. There's no sugar or carbs in it. So that's what I'm having, and then having leftover brown rice and quinoa, and then I cut up like half of a yellow squash, throw in some mushrooms, some red onion, and then the leftover that I had of kale, and I just seasoned it with salt and garlic, onion powder, and then some lemon powder that I have. I'll show you what it is. So this is what it is. It's called True Lime, and I ordered it off of Amazon. It is salt free and it tastes just like lime. This one is lime, garlic, and cilantro, and this one is just lemon, crystallized lemon, and they're really good. You just need a little bit and you get that lime flavor. So yeah, so total carb wise is about 38 to 39 grams of carbs, because I kind of just guesstimate on the veggies, and I did add it more on my guesstimate this time because it is a lot of veggies in there that I put in. But I know mushrooms barely has any carbs. I'm not sure about kale, but I just guessed like 15 grams of carbs here, and then this one I just measured from the package. So yeah, so this is the end of this week, and tomorrow I'll show you my weight loss. So thank you for watching. Bye. This is my bedtime snack. It is my Carb Master yogurt. It's the cherry flavor, and it only has 5 grams of carbs, and then a cutie, which has 9 grams of carbs. So total is 14 grams of carbs, and then I'm going to finish off my water and fill it up again and drink a little bit more before I go to bed. So this is how much I weighed this morning, 220. Hey y'all, so today's Saturday. I couldn't do this sit down video of like what I thought was good and bad this week because I had to go to Colorado Springs yesterday and spend most of my day there. I officially signed up with a home care company to take care of my son. So I won't be sharing a lot of his like diagnosis stuff online no more, because now I'm his CNA, so now I have to follow by HIPAA and protect his private information, you know, stuff like that, until he's of age and he wants to discuss it himself. As a parent, I still can. I can make like a private page for him and discuss that, but it's just like a gray line and I don't want to cross that. So just to be safe, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. But he's doing great, and I mean, you'll still get to see him every now and then on my videos, but like talking about his personal, I guess, medical situation, you guys know he's underweight and stuff like that. I probably won't talk about that much anymore, and I don't really do it a lot anyways. On here, on my personal Facebook, I do for my family and his birth mom, so that way they can keep track of his progress. But now I just private message them as a parent, letting them know if they want to know. But otherwise, I'm not gonna be putting it on there no more. So yeah, I forgot to mention that I did lose 3.4 pounds, so I'm really happy about that. You can still see some of my Christmas decorations up on the staircase. But concentrate. So what I feel like I did good this week was I walked. I tried to walk, even if it was only half a mile. I still walked. I just made it a point to. I got my water ready. I already had eaten breakfast. Justice had just gotten off the bus, so he's already in his kid cart, which is like his wheelchair stroller. So I just chucked my water bottle down in his little bin, and we just walked. And I walked as I'm trying to find like a good like path to walk, I guess, because just in our neighborhood, and there's no like trail or anything like that, and the sidewalks sometimes are like uneven, and then the dogs they bark, and it gets Justice like all wind up because of his anxiety. But so I try to avoid places where they have like a lot of dogs. So I've been going like to different areas every day. I go to a different path, and I think I kind of found one. So it has like minimal dogs around, so that way they won't bark at him. But yeah, so he loves it and I love it. It's like I said, it's only been half a mile, so I feel like I did good there. And also I had to eat out a few times this week, and I felt like instead of just getting what I normally would have gotten, I try to take a step back and try to look at the nutritional value and try to figure out something that will work within my carbs. Yes, they worked within my carbs, but I still don't want to eat out all the time because it has a high amount of sodium. Because I don't know how they cook it or prepare it. So If I can cook at home, the better. So, but I still feel like I did good in that area because I could have just, you know, like, oh, well, we're out and about, I'm gonna grab whatever I normally get. But instead, I took a break. I parked in the parking lot. I used Google. I used that diabetic group I'm in. I looked to see what other people eat on there when they're out. And I feel like I made the best choice I could while eating out. What I was close to. So yeah, and then Justice had his field trip and we went swimming for 2 hours. So I got a lot of exercise from there. Like I still feel it in my legs. So I think that's something we're going to keep doing this summer is going swimming. Getting out of my comfort zone. I am an introvert and I'm very socially awkward. Like I don't know, I've always been shy. So for me, going to the pool was a big deal. But I had to do it for my son because I know he loves the water and it's his first field trip and I got to go with him and I didn't want him to miss out on that because of me. So I made sure to suck it up and just go, and I had a blast. Like, oh my, why am I tearing up? Anyways, but I had a blast and he had a blast and I got a lot of great exercise in there, and I'll share some pictures. I don't know. Like I said, I'm very shy, but I'll put in some pictures in here of his fun day. And what I could have done better was not eat out, maybe exercise a little bit more, but you know, I'm taking baby steps. Today I'm gonna go meet up with a friend of ours, which she also babysits for him, and he loves her son Josh so much. So we're gonna meet with them at the park, but I want to get out more and socialize more and like go for walks, maybe at a park setting instead of in our neighborhood, and maybe park or walk for longer distances. So that's what I feel like I'm gonna work on this coming week. And yeah, so if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. I share either breakfast, snack, or lunch or dinner on my Instagram of what I'm eating at least once a day, and then what's going on here. So thank you for watching. Bye.